right, up next is Pradeep Jain and Lisa Roop on behalf of, and I haven't spoken to you, so please correct me if I have this mispronounced, Ictect? Ictect.
My name is Pradeep Jain, and I'm a content architect and founder of Ictect.
And I'm Lisa Roop, and I'm a content architect also, and I'm also a project manager. I work on DoD projects and journals.
So we say that we bring intelligent content to the journal community. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, the name itself. So where does the name Ictect come from? So it's intelligent content architects. If you're thinking about the future of content, you're thinking about intelligent content, you really need architects for that. So that's where we come in. Now, very interesting, our friends, go ahead to the next slide. So our friends at the STM Association and IEEE came up with this chart as to the tech trends of 2021 for the scholarly community. And if you haven't taken a look at it, I would suggest you do. It's on the STM website. But this gives us a perspective on, well, where are things going? And then for Ictect, where do we fit in? So let's go ahead and
Quality control.
So you click on that. Yeah. So quality control, automation is one of the areas that we work in. Digital workflow optimization is another one. And you'll actually see a live demo of some of our software.
Validation tools.
Validation tools.
Automated integrity checks on articles.
Some of the work that we have done with publishers that says your authors can submit the document to a portal and the document can be checked for integrity.
And collaborative writing.
And collaborative writing with Microsoft Word, should add. So here in the next slide is a summary of the items. These are the areas that we work in. Now, so let's talk about the challenges that we've all had that we know in the journal publishing workflow. So first of all, well, you know that the authors are using Microsoft Word for their manuscripts. And that's not very likely going to change anytime soon. So this is, how do we address that? And go ahead and what's been happening, the current state of affairs, is that, well, the conversion approaches just don't work. They'll work on some documents, but the situation not working. So the solution that we are seeing in the industry is you send your manuscripts offshore. Probably 95, 98% of them are going to India or Philippines. Is there a different solution? And we are going to propose one.
Another workflow challenge that we face is that some people think XML is scary. And there are the XML people, and then what Pradeep is calling the normal people. Yes. So I think I'm talking to a room of the XML people, but we all know who those normal people are that are comfortable working in Word and authoring in Word and editing in Word, but if you throw an angle bracket at them, they're not going to catch it.
So, and well, at the risk of being kicked out of this room, I have to say, okay, so we love XML, we love intelligent content. I've been doing it for 15 years. Lisa's been doing it for 15 years more. But we got to think about the people outside of this room, right? And those, maybe we call them the normal people. So how's the communication between us, the XML people, and the normal people? Well, the XML person creates a PDF that goes to a normal person. The normal person prints the PDF, does a writing on it, scans it, sends it back. That's happening today. You would not think that in the 21st century that's the situation, but that is what is happening. With what we have, it's possible for everyone to work on the document and more effectively collaborate, bridging the gap between the normal and the XML people. We also have the situation that you have too many steps and too many tools in the publishing process. So the steps in material going offshore, the different conversions that are happening at every step, well, all that's costing you time and all that's costing money. So what are the possibilities there?
So we have our solution. IC Tools is, it works on raw manuscripts. You don't need to style the Word document first. It works, this is an example of one that doesn't have any formatting on it, just to show you a peek.
And just to add to that, I think there is a quite established sort of belief or myth that, well, you got to pre-style your documents. You got to apply word styles to the documents. Well, applying word styles is 50% of the battle. So we are coming up with an approach where you're taking the raw manuscript and you're getting it to the structured format.
So this is built in Microsoft Word. It's the tab on the menu bar. So it looks like Microsoft Word to everyone else. Editors are familiar with Word. Authors are familiar with Word. It's another toolbar that they can access. And all the features of Word are still available. So that is what makes collaborating between the XML people and the non-XML people easier, because we are all accessing the same document. Here you can see this is on OneDrive, and 3 of us are editing the same document. It looks like a Word document, but you can see the structure is over on the right, and those are the XML tags.
So let's take a look at this document, guys. So we've got the track changes going on there. We got the structure going on. We got 4 people working at the same time, with XML, without XML, all in Word. Isn't that something?
I wouldn't recommend to have 4 people working on a document at the same time, though.
But at least the picture is good enough. Okay, so here is the platform demo that you're going to see. Well, we have we are a gold partner with Microsoft, and we have a patented software that sits on top of the Word and the Office 365 platform. Everybody who's using Word, whether technical or non-technical, they can comfortably use our software. Your XML can live in the Word document. It doesn't need to be, you don't have to be doing conversions. So whether it's an author, reviewer, editor, production, typesetting, this can all be pretty streamlined. And now I think, and then we also have a cloud-based solution that's on our website. If you go to www.ictect.com, you can actually submit your legacy documents or your ongoing documents and convert to JATS-XML. This is a recent offering that we started about 3 months ago.
And then there's also the Word-based, and I am going to show you, actually show it to you. So the Word styles box is right there. There's no special formatting on any of the document here. So I'm going to go to the Intelligent Content tab here. There are pre-checks, pre-processing. Some journals require that depending on how creative your authors are in their formatting. So I'm just going to tag here. I'm going to put my cursor in the front matter and click the front matter. And it selects the full front matter and starts to tag it.
And the same thing that you're seeing here, our server will do that when you submit your document. So we are showing you sort of a step-by-step because this is the XML group.
So here we have the XML elements over on this side. Let's see, names, abstract, abstract title, And I'm just going to move down to the body of the document and select that.
And a lot of times you don't actually see how your food is cooked, but with our software you can actually see how it's getting cooked.
Yeah, here's the table. I can show you here too. Tables, lists, figures. There's even some math in here. All over on this side too. And then down to the most favorite section of anyone trying to automate journals is tagging the references. And this will capture all of the references, and if you want to rearrange the way they are in the document, you can. So if you want shortened versions, if you want different formats, all the content is there, and it can be exported in any type that you'd like to. So then the steps to get to XML here, we just have the math conversion where we're converting it to LaTeX. And there were 2 conversions there. And then we're adding the links. I'm not going to run the checks, but I'm going to show you the checks here. Outside of the XML itself, there are many rules, say, especially for my DoD clients, that the documents have to follow a certain format. They have to include sections that are no more than 200 words. All the forms used have to be cited, or they have to be referenced. So there are lots of extra rules that we can add in here that can be run to make sure that everything is being followed, everything is in working order before you convert the document to XML. So if it needs to be bumped back to an author, then they can make some changes. If content needs to be added, it can also be changed and added. And then you just click publish and you get your XML. And here is the XML document. And it's not scary to all of you because you've seen it before. Except that I keep losing it here. Did you want to say anything else?
So that's generally a demo of the desktop. I also encourage you to try our portal, the Intelligent Content Server.
And I will be here the rest of the afternoon, but pretty past to leave. So if you have any questions, you may find me. Thank you.
Thank you.